It absolutely is. Picking the right one, finding the one that really works for you, makes you feel special and beautiful. It's a big day to get married.
Never believe the fairy tale about perfect weddings, especially when the bride is busy rewriting the rules for everyone else. We've got so much to dive into today, so let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight into it. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Elena here, and welcome back to my channel Reality Nexus X. You can always count on Robin for some profound insight. Incredible, Robin! Thanks for helping us all understand just how momentous a wedding day is. Now I see, it's a big deal to marry someone who actually loves and respects you, and who doesn't have that classic 1,000-yard stare. And then there's Kody, complaining he couldn't even get off work. Sure, that makes perfect sense in their world. Those are wedding vows if I ever heard them. Truly deep stuff. Just sitting here thinking it's a big day to get married. It's a really big deal. A really big deal to take a lot of wedding pictures. The lack of self-awareness is staggering. They show the other wives talking about how being plural meant they had to settle for whatever they got, then cut to Robin, the fourth wife, waxing poetic about how special her wedding day was, in the perfect dress that she and Kody picked out, all while lying to the others about it. Yeah, Robin, we get it. Your wedding was very special. That's exactly the problem. She never says anything insightful or meaningful, ever. It's always about playing the victim, even about her childhood. But really, she has it all. Now her husband complains he isn't monogamous enough, even though everyone's left him. Wake up, it's what you've been all along. Such profound insight, and that big sad face to go with it. Also, it's a big day to get married for the fourth time, and the third time to the same guy. Has anyone noticed Robin's eyes look like they're ready to cry again? I don't know how anyone would get through the day without her profound wisdom. Do you think Robin's daughters will get married anytime soon? Probably not. Kody would likely scare them off. Robin's had, 4 weddings? Legal with previous partner, no sealing because she was pregnant. Temple with Kody celebration with Kody legal with Kody, now rumors swirl about another one, because monogamy. But come on, that legal marriage was their monogamous wedding. More like storylines than weddings, really. More invaluable insight from Robin, as always. Why Kody Brown's parenting is quietly ruining his kids' lives, and nobody's saying a word. Little ones Robin and Kody categorize Solomon and Ariella as the little ones who need tender care, even though Truly is literally a year and a half older than Solomon. My son is only a few days older than Solomon, and he's in middle school. I bet at the age Solomon is now, Logan was making breakfast and looking after his younger siblings. Robin uses this as a way to get what she wants, despite having a nanny and adult children in the home to help. Kody uses it as an excuse to ignore his other children with wives he no longer cares about. It's sad for the other kids to see the tender-aged kids get their father's attention when he ignores them, but I don't think the tenders will be of benefit in the long run. Robin and Kody don't parent in a way that prepares their kids for adulthood and independence. The other kids seem to have great relationships with their mom and overall happy, independent lives. They have done nothing to prepare Robin's first 3, now adults, for independent life. They likely lack basic life skills like cooking, cleaning, paying bills, and maintaining vehicles. They'd be lost if they moved out, and that's an epic fail on Kody and Robin's part. I don't see the younger ones faring any better. Truly is Christine's child. Kody only has 5 children in his family. The others are cast members. To me, Robin is Kody's second marriage. The other 3 were his failed first marriage. He acts like someone who wanted a do-over. Meri was his first wife. He wasn't happy with mistresses 1 and 2, so he figured he'd marry mistress 3. This is why some call Kody a glorified baby daddy. It's true, even if sarcastic. This is how he treats any family that isn't Robin's or from Robin's clan. Those kids deserve better, including the adult kids. He's done them all dirty. It's sad how Truly was ignored by Kody and Robin. Solomon was carried everywhere. Robin had no problem taking Kody away from a newborn for her honeymoon, yet Kody can't be without them for more than 3 days. Truly needed to bond with her father but was ignored in favor of children who had a father. Thankfully, she now has someone who sees her as his little princess. Some have observed that Robin will hand off Solomon to anybody the minute she walks into a room, even other children. Some blame the wives for not standing their ground. For example, Meri should have said no to Kody when he wanted to marry Janelle on Meri's birthday. Christine also shouldn't have gone along with scheduling a wedding and honeymoon that caused drama. However, standing their ground with Kody often results in punishment or being kicked out of the rotation. Robin is the only wife allowed to stand her ground. Kody wants to return to patriarchy, but has completely different standards for the children who are not Robin's. He speaks to Robin politely but yells at the others. Since Robin and Kody lost 3 income streams, his attitude seems to have worsened. He's a narcissist who refuses to see that he's responsible for killing his relationships. Robin is the one who runs the household and Kody is focused on keeping her happy to sustain their lifestyle. Robin infantilizes her children. She wouldn't let Dayton go to college alone. The older girls still live at home, and Kody cries when he doesn't see them for 10 days. That must be hurtful to his other children, like Isabel, especially when he couldn't even be bothered to be with her for major surgery. That episode was particularly upsetting. Regarding coronavirus, there was criticism about Kody and Robin's lack of empathy toward the other family members isolating with coronavirus. They showed a double standard by being distraught over Aurora's isolation, but ignoring their other children of similar ages for months. Many viewers feel Kody has always been an absentee father, emotionally inattentive, even when physically present. For example, Logan lived in the same house with Kody for the first 15 years, but had to take on a father role himself. Robin and Kody only cared for those who would babysit so Robin could spend time with Kody. Kody seems to resent Truly because she was born while he was with Robin, who took him away from Christine. Kody calls Solomon and Ariella little ones or tender-aged ones because he has enough self-awareness not to publicly call them his favorites, but the favoritism is obvious. The psychological trauma being done to Solomon is concerning. Without a normal reference for relationships, he may have many struggles in life. It's painful to imagine a grown Solomon watching clips of himself as a thumb-sucking child. He likely gets bullied at school, and it seems he and Ariella do not attend public school. There is a clear double standard in parenting styles. The other children generally go to public school even in Arizona, but Solomon and Ariella's situation is unclear. Ariella has displayed controlling behavior even on her first day at a new school. Truly is a smart, self-aware child embraced for who she is in Christine's household. She is encouraged to advocate for herself, which may be a blessing in disguise. She may come to understand that Kody's neglect is not because of her, but due to his poor choices. Kody is uncomfortable around Truly and likely blames Christine for her differences. Truly, in turn, does not seek Kody's approval, unlike Robin's daughters, who are trained to look for it. Children never stop needing their parents. The needs just change over time. Some children continue to seek parental advice into adulthood. Kody's favoritism is damaging. It makes his other children feel neglected and unwanted. This situation is heartbreaking and shows the failure of Kody and Robin's parenting. Ever dealt with a grown man throwing a toddler tantrum over what's on the dinner table? Meet Kody and his epic pig roast meltdown. So picture this. Kody, the perpetual man-child, throws a full-on tantrum at a traditional Hawaiian pig roast during a family trip. Years ago, he decided to stop eating pork for religious reasons, because Jesus and the Bible, apparently. The catch? None of the wives or kids followed suit, and Kody was not happy about it. He pouted like a 6-year-old denied candy and even told the wives and some of the kids to piss off. Charming behavior, right? He just can't handle it when the family doesn't bow to his self-imposed rules. Meanwhile, the wives just rolled their eyes and shrugged it off. Then in strolls Logan, the mature one, who actually had a bar mitzvah thanks to Kody. Yes, Kody threw a bar mitzvah for Logan, despite clearly disrespecting the Jewish faith by selectively cosplaying Old Testament rules for the cameras. Oh, and Kody even knighted Logan at that event. Later, Caleb was knighted at his wedding to make him a king. Because apparently, they're running a monarchy here. At the luau, Logan calmly thanked the host and was excited to try the food. Meanwhile, Kody's tantrum stole the show. Logan's level-headedness was peak parenting. Now, about Kody's reading habits. He has tons of books tucked away, but complains about the lighting not being right. My guess? Historical bodice rippers or some fringe religious conspiracy novels. Whatever it is, it probably comes with a fake innocent cover, because Kody likely can't handle anything more complex. Maybe he reads Goodnight Moon before bed, since that might be about his reading level. And then there's the classic line, "I have Jewish friends," the verbal equivalent of "I'm not racist, I have black friends," said by people who barely know their friends beyond surface-level interactions. It's cringeworthy, but probably well-meaning if misguided. It's like someone who watched one episode of HGTV and thinks they can remodel an entire house overnight. Kody seems convinced he can do it better than actual Jewish people. Meanwhile, the kids are all better adults than Kody. Logan and Michelle have a house and a marriage. Maddie and Aspen too. Kody and Robin struggling to keep a roof over their heads. The hypocrisy is delicious. Kody lectures about pork, but probably sneaks bacon and sausage for breakfast. Likely clueless those are pork too. When Christine offered him turkey bacon, it was like a mercy gesture. Because honestly, it's not what goes in your mouth, but what comes out that defiles you. And Kody's mouth is full of nonsense. His polygamy? Never really about religion. It's all ego. He was once thought to be gay in high school and spent his life trying to prove otherwise by showing off constantly. Even visitors called him a showboat. And yet, Logan is the real father figure, handling Kody's childish tantrums with calm maturity. When Kody pitched a fit about the pig roast, Logan basically said, "More pork for me," and moved on, proving Kody's tantrums change nothing. Kody is the ultimate cautionary tale. If you can't be a good example, be a warning. The wives tolerated him for years, but it's a miracle any of the kids turned out so well given his influence. So yes, Kody being king of himself at the luau was both tragic and hilarious. The hosts worked hard to welcome them, and he repaid it with a pout and attitude. Truly peak ungratefulness. Here's the uncomfortable truth they don't want you to see about keeping grown children at home in a polygamous family. I'm currently on rewatch number 3 or 4, and something has been sticking with me. Robin still has all 5 kids living at home. Do you think she intentionally infantilizes them to keep children under her roof? Kody's relationships with Christine, Janelle, and Meri started declining as their kids began leaving home. Meri's relationship faltered right after Leon left home. Christine and Janelle's relationships dwindled slowly as their kids grew up and moved out. Robin might be trying to keep Kody interested by making sure her kids never leave. She may not want to be alone, and could be monopolizing her kids like she monopolizes her husband, possibly due to insecurity. As she shows age, she might become needier, relying on her kids for value and attention. I think Robin isn't as smart or calculating as she appears. She's more of a drama manipulator, which is her skill set. She has an unhealthy enmeshment and is very codependent, with a vision of how her family should function, which contributed to the family falling apart. While loving your kids is natural, wanting them always close can be unhealthy. Meri's relationship with Kody was already strained before Robin entered the family. It seemed like Kody's interest in Meri was tied mainly to her ability to have children, and once that stopped, so did their closeness. Kody appeared to use Meri for money and for the show, presenting a false image of their relationship. Meri was also difficult to get along with, which caused strain. Christine once confronted Meri, which seemed unjust, especially regarding the birth of Maddie's child. Meri respected Maddie's wishes for who should be present during labor, unlike others. The kids being at home kept Kody around. If they'd left, he might have pursued other interests. He expected the older wives to support Robin's kids, as they had supported the original 13 kids. But favoritism and financial independence of the wives, plus Kody's stubbornness during COVID, caused a breakdown. Kody seems smitten with Robin and unlikely to leave her, but he prefers being a hero dad to young children who don't challenge him. Having kids around solidifies Robin's status as the fertile polygamous wife. The children are a captive audience for Robin, which is sad for them. Robin's kids appear to be emotionally manipulated. Some of them have special needs like autism or severe anxiety, which might explain their living situation. However, it seems Robin is overbearing, possibly emotionally stunting them by being overly controlling. The Flagstaff move was reportedly rushed, possibly because Robin believed her eldest son couldn't manage independently. Robin might see herself in her daughters and tries to live vicariously through them while having an emotionally incestuous relationship with her sons. She seems to enjoy being the fragile martyr needing protection, which she encourages in her kids, especially her sons. Robin has been compared to hoarders. She hoards her kids and control over them, much like her cluttered household. She seems to want to keep her family close and dependent on her, which can be damaging. The older kids living at home are doing well in college, and their challenges like autism or anxiety justify their living situation to some extent. Still, the emotional environment created by Robin and Kody's bitterness and victim mentality has negatively impacted the kids, creating feelings of ostracization and familial tension. Meri's child, Leon, who now goes by they/them, has moved on from polygamy, is doing well professionally, and remains connected with the family. Kody once mentioned the family home as a compound, which could imply a desire to keep the family close physically and emotionally, particularly the children loyal to Robin. Robin appears to infantilize her children for control. For example, Dayton, a bright young man with 3 degrees, is still living at home, possibly due to Robin's overbearing nature. Overall, Robin's approach may stem from a lack of independence and life skills, which she passes on to her kids by being controlling and overprotective. This might be rooted in insecurity and a desire to maintain control in her life and family. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and much love to you all.